Hello, welcome. This is the Sunday back page, Sunday headlines newspaper. You're welcome. Coming to you a bit late, got got to fix that. We keep having the same problem with the systems. Trying to get everything up and running, so we have to fix that. The show comes to. We want to be doing it at 12 o'clock Sunday. It was 11 a.m. before, but now it's going to be a new time of 12 o'clock. You're welcome. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, all the kind of good stuff. And yeah, you're welcome. This is the Sunday back page where we load the Sunday newspaper, and we'll be looking at the headlines from mainly football, but we'll be looking at other sports as well. That's interesting to like. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. And let's get into it, man. We're gonna start from that game yesterday. Um, uh, Tottenham taking on Manchester, taking on Liverpool. That was the game. That was the prime time fixtures yesterday on DL. It was a 7 o'clock kickoff, 7:45 kickoff on a Sunday. I've got my cup of tea, coffee, green tea. That's the key on a Sunday morning. That's what I do to wash the system. Green tea is very good. I recommend it. It's good at digestive system as well. And I recommend green tea a single time. So with a little bit of honey if you want, but me, I drink great sometimes, but sometimes I put some honey in it as well, just to give it that lovely taste. In the morning, I love to have salmon with some garlic bread and some salads as well on the Sunday afternoon. I like to have that for barbecue on the sides as well. Sundays are very very nice. I love my Sundays, although you have to think of Monday though. It's a bit of a pain. So, but Sundays are beautiful, man. So the sun is shining in London. It's 15 degrees right now, and it's lovely outside there. So it's a lovely day to talk about football. There are loads of games today. Let's talk about the games today. First, now taking on Leeds in that first game of the afternoon. I think the kickoff is at 2 o'clock. Leeds fighting for their lives in the Premier League, um, and they have to, what do you call it? They have to get the win as well. Leading, looking so yeah, it is going to be it's going to be a really tough game for Arsenal. Leeds are fighting uh, for everything. They're fighting Leeds fighting for their title to stay in the league. Arsenal going for top four. So it should be one of those. It should be an interesting game, to be honest. And it is something good game to watch. Arsenal going to be at home. All the pressure after Tottenham's game yesterday. Everybody expecting Tottenham to lose yesterday, and they came out with a result that was surprising. They could have got the win as well. That's the thing. They could have got the win, but we're going to talk about that later. Uh, um, and Arsenal have it all to do today. They have to win. On the paper, yeah, they should win. But we've seen some strange results in this league this season, especially in this last 10 games, where everything is riding on it. Uh, and you um, have to what do you call it? You have to you have to be, you have to play under a lot of pressure. It's better before the season starts, before earlier on the season, you can go on with games, you can play games, you still games to play. But right now, it's the busy end of the table, end of the season. You can't afford drop points. You have to bring your A game. And these players are playing under a lot of pressure. This is what football is all about. This is what any competitive sport is all about when you have to deliver under pressure. So Leeds have to win or get a draw. Arsenal have to win. And so that one is at 2 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, Manchester United after yesterday as well. Yesterday as well. They've got a lifeline with that result, and they've got a big chance now. They got a big chance to open up that little bit of a gap between them and Man City. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think City will win that game. I think City will win that game. Newcastle playing well. They've played it. They've played a lot of good games recently. They've gone on a good run. Go away from the division, from the bottom of the table, and I think they are. What do you call it? I think they are like 10th now or something. I don't know where they are on the table. So that should be a good game to watch as well. So those are the fixtures for today. So let's get headlines. It's on the back page. You're welcome. If you're new, please smash the like, comment, think about the news. I think the main news is all about that game yesterday and the what do you call it? The the backdrop from that day. There's been a lot of stuff on social media and the news, the papers. So in the news, in the today, in the Daily Mail, it's a big headline. It's a big headline there from Gary Neville saying Conte's approach not right uh, for uh, for Manchester United. And that's what Gary Neville was saying. And as he's got a lot of he's got a lot of backlash on Twitter and from mainly Tottenham fans. And I respect Gary Neville what he says. I listen to him. I like what he says. I like his opinion. He's passionate. Um, and you respect him, and I don't understand what he was trying to say, but this came off the press conference, post match press conference from Klopp. Was saying that Tottenham with the type of players they have, world class players, uh, he uh, he expected a lot from them. He expected a lot. What did he put it? He said he respected a lot from Tottenham for the game or something. So I'm quoting him. I want to quote him. So I want to quote what he said exactly because I don't want to be paraphrasing or coming up with stuff. So I'm going to pull up the quotes right now. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. This is 6 yard box. This is on the back page where we look at all the news for weekends, football mainly, and then we look at other interesting spots as well. So I'm pulling off the headlines from Klopp from yesterday. Where is let me I'll read his quote exactly. I want to pull it up in a minute now. There's been a lot of backlash from it. Uh, it's been let's see. Yeah, so was let's compare the yeah, so let's see let's go to I was reading it, and I'm just trying to get the quote from guys today. He's been getting a lot of backlash from everybody. Has killed him about what he said, about what Gary said about from what yeah yeah and Klopp basically was saying okay, yeah, this is the quote. Let's listen to the quote. That's what he said. Let's listen to the quote. I'm gonna play the quote in a minute. So if you smash the like, this is the Sunday back page newspaper headline. Gary Neville.
I'm sorry, I'm the wrong person for that. I don't like this kind of football, but that's my personal problem. I think they're world class, and I think they should do more for the game. Having a game against Liverpool and having 30% possession. But it's my problem. I cannot coach it, so that's why I cannot do it. So yes, world class players block all the balls. Very difficult. Atletico Madrid is doing it. So fine, they've won whatever in the past. Fine, absolutely fine. It's just I can't. So, but yes, I respect everything what they do, but it's not me.
So yeah, that's what you said. That's what Klopp said.
I'm sorry, I'm the wrong person for that. I don't football, but that's my.
Yeah, that's what Klopp said about Tottenham's approach yesterday from Conte, and Gary Neville off the back of side is saying that's why Conte is not good for Manchester United, and I respect Gary for that. I respect Klopp as well. You know, you got your own opinions about the way football should be played, but from a Tottenham perspective and from anyone's perspective, that's not a Liverpool fan. So Klopp, you know, I understand when he says he's got no problem with it. Okay, let me deal with Gary Neville for Gary Neville is saying, "Oh, that's why Conte is not good for Manchester United," and I'm shocked by that, man. You know, Conte is not good for Manchester United. It's not the right fit for Manchester United. As you know, Gary, I respect Gary a lot, but has he seen Manchester United lately? You know, they can't even do the basic, man. You know, any team you build, the ba- basics of any football team is to get the defense right, and from then on you can. That's the benchmark, and from then you can play off that. You can play any way you want off that. And Manchester United are shipping in goals left and right. Yesterday, I watched Brighton, and I was just, I was in. Trust me, I couldn't believe I was watching a Brighton in the Premier League, Brighton Football Club in the Premier League, playing one of the best football I've ever seen. You know, I tell you that, man. People look at it. People don't know how much how much that manager is doing. I'm not even gonna go there. I'll talk about that manager. We'll go into that later. But just to touch on that quickly, the football they played yesterday, and they've been playing that all season, is just breathtaking. The way they move the ball, there's always passes available. There's always options. Everything is forward play. They press you, they get the ball back. And Brighton just ripped them up. But I'm sidetracking there. But United right now, I think that's the problem with most United fans and Arsenal, some Arsenal fans as well. They keep thinking about the past. Yeah, Tottenham have not won anything in the last 20 years or whatever, which that's in the past though. It's still in the past. Wherever way you look at it, it's still in the past. And as I think Arsenal and Tottenham, as Manchester United fans, there seems to be in that boat whereby they're thinking they're still in the past. Manchester United, they're thinking they you can't if you don't address the problem, if you don't address the problem that you have, if you don't understand where you are now, you can't go forward. And Gary Neville saying that Conte's style is not it's not good for Manchester United. It's just shocking. You go and look at Tottenham. Tottenham are one of the third best the third highest goal scoring side in the Premier League. I think they've got 50 plus goals or something like that. Goal difference. I'm not sure. Can't even bother to go into the stats. But I think for me, Gary Neville is caught. He's thinking, oh, we want to be like Liverpool. We want to be like Liverpool. We want to be like City. But where you got to start from is you got to try and be yourself first. Be yourself as a team, as a Manchester United side. Be difficult to beat, and then from then on, you can work from that. And for him to say, the approach to say Conte is not a good manager for United, I think that's where the problem is. That's where the problem is. And hopefully they got this guy, they got Ten Hag now. Hopefully is the solution to their problems. But he's got a big job. If the mentality of Manchester United players and fans and the people that run Manchester United are like, oh, we we think we think we should be competing with Liverpool right now and Man City right now, then they've got a big problem. They need to be competing with Brighton right now. That's what I think. In terms of football, they need to know where this is where we are right now. This is where we are right now. You gotta know where you are right now. Forget, and it's all about setting small, you know, targets, objectives, step building blocks, and then from then on you can move on. But I think they're thinking ahead too far. They're thinking, oh, we're running after United, after Liverpool. We want to play like Liverpool. We want to play like City. But you can't even play like Brighton, and that's where the problem is. And I think they need to get that right at Manchester United. And I think the new manager coming in will help them. But I hope the players, the fans don't. Some of the fans and the people that run Manchester United. I'm not a Manchester United fan. I don't care. But I think the people that run Manchester United understand that we have to start from building the basics, getting the basics right, which is defending. And I can't believe, but Gary Neville I listen to him. I like him a lot. He talks makes sense, but I know he's giving his opinion, but what he's saying about Conte is just I can't believe it. To be honest, I don't understand that. This is a manager that's won almost titles wherever country he's been to. He's won titles there, and but I think that's the problem with some Manchester United and Arsenal. They're in the same boat. They keep thinking about the past, where instead of focusing on where they are now, the present, they keep going on about the past. You know, so in that perspective, I think that's from the Daily Mail. That's one of the things that come behind the Daily Mail in terms of the headlines. Uh, Addressing Klopp, I think Klopp is somebody said he's a bad loser. Yeah, I think so because I think it made this statement before. I can't remember a team that beat them. I think it was Atletico that beat them in the Champions League. I can't remember what year, and he made the same statement. And for me, what he said is fine, yeah. But the bit that I don't like is where he said, "Oh, they work, that Tottenham have got world class players, and they can do more in terms of contribute more to football or something like that, man. Football is all about winning and losing and winning titles. No, you can play good football all day long and lose 4-0 and don't win anything. Nobody remembers. It's all about winning titles. And they're different. They always say there's different ways to skin a cat, but I wouldn't say that because I don't want the animal RSPCA to be knocking on my door. So there's different. That's the saying. That's what we say in Africa. Anyway, so there's different approach for different scenarios, and good managers should be able to adapt to that. Good managers should be able to change the way they play. Some managers is my way. I play this way, and that's the way I'm gonna live and die by this way, and that's what Klopp and what do you call it? And Pep. That's what they do. They play a certain brand of football. They play a certain way, and they don't really care about what anyone thinks about them, and they go, like I say, they live and die by the sword. And for me, it's okay. It's okay if you're winning titles, if you're trophies, but not all managers do that. And for me, I like the way Conte manages. I like managers that are flexible, that got plan A, and Klopp statement is fine. Is his own preference. Like is when he said, oh, they've got world class players, they should do more. They've got 33% possession. You know, the possession we have got nothing to do with uh what do you call it, with club. You know, it's not your team, so you shouldn't be bothered about the possession. At the end of the day, the the main thing that everybody looks at is the scores. You know, what's the score at the end of the game? Nobody looks at the possession and you go and look at the score. No, you look at what's the scores. You know, on the board. You know, and I think that's why I think that's why we have a problem with that. That's why I have a problem. So it's fine for Klopp to say that. It's his preference. He said he can't coach that kind of football. That's fine. I bet if you go back and look at his record, I was looking at something. I can't remember where I was. They posted it on Twitter. Liverpool against something in the I think it was in the Europa League or something like that. I can't remember where he had how many? I think he had 36 possession. So every manager have the way they have their way of playing. They how am I gonna put it? They play different way, so you just have to understand the way you want to play, and then you have to play. You have to believe in that way. But some managers do change the way they play. Some managers have different approaches to different games, whereby some managers they go by plan A. This is the way I'm playing. I'm not going to change for anybody. Uh, and and I'm going to play my football. So it is every what do you call it? It's different approach, and every manager has their own way of playing. So you can't just say, oh, because Tottenham didn't come and open up and letting you letting you score like 5 or 6. You can't turn around and say, oh, Tottenham they have world class players. They should be doing more. You know, I just think he's we're gonna put it. It's it's not right. It's not right. It's not the right approach to go about. You know, you can only concentrate on your own team. Liverpool's job yesterday was to break Tottenham down, and Tottenham players they were diving into tackles, blocking everything, and yeah, Tottenham got away with it. So I think he's done that twice already. This season, I think he's done it before. He did it a couple of seasons ago as well, and he's just there. Some people say he's a bad user. Yeah, I think so because he's done it twice already. So I think most winners they always they always do that. People that like winning every time. I remember Alex Ferguson used to do it as well when he was at Manchester United. So that's something they have to get used to. You know, if you're a good teams do that against you, and they stop you from winning games. So yeah, I wouldn't apologize for that as a Tottenham fan, and I know Conte will apply to that as well. And we'll see there'll be a little bit of back and forth from that. I think Conte will have to say something, or maybe he might just keep quiet. But yeah, it's a bit reach from Klopp saying that when they batter teams 4-0, 5-0, you can't be going up to Liverpool and playing them toe to toe. Even Man City that can do it, they struggle to do it because that way, if you look at the way they play, it's just you attack, we attack, and the defense they both play high lines, whereby there seems to be no control. I know Brighton. I think Brighton drew with them as well, and Brighton are the only team that can play that way. I remember when Poch was at when he was at Tottenham, he used to do that as well. We used to go up there and we used to match them, and it was so difficult. It was so difficult for Tottenham to play. We used to end up losing 2-2 or something. But you can play that way if you have the kind of players to play that way. But different approach. And I think Klopp should just take that on the chin and move on. So that's in the Daily Mail uh, newspaper. This is it's on the back page, the newspaper headlines. Um, and if you're new to the channel, please smash the like thing, smash the likes, comment, let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel as well. Um, that will really, really help. And that will really help. Comment as well, and let me know what you think about Klopp. Gary Neville as well. He said what he said. I think it's okay. But where Manchester United is right now, I don't think they can't be choosing who's good for them and who's not good for them. To be honest, as a manager, I think now they just need to get the basics right. Get the manager that will get the basics, fundamentals right, defending, and then they can work from there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button. Let's go into the other headlines in the newspapers. Today, Sunday, the 8th of May. This is Sunday back page where we look at all the Sunday news and the views and reactions from the weekend's football, mainly football and sports as well. So, um, um, yeah, we'll be looking into all the newspaper as well. So from what do you call it? The Mail on Sunday that really caught my eye. Um, is Alvaro Canelo Alvarez Victor lost in his boxing match, world title boxing fight. I forgot to watch the boxing yesterday. I forgot it was on. I was gonna watch it. I love boxing, and this is a big upset in terms of Alvarez. Alvarez has gone. I don't know. I think he's multiple weights champion in boxing. He's. I think he only lost to Floyd Mayweather. And he's one of he's like say pound for pound boxing champion in his weight. I can't remember. I think it's super featherweight or no super welterweight. I'm not sure what category the weight is. And he's huge. He's a big guy. He's a big he's a big he's big worldwide and according to the Daily Mail, boxing star. That's what they said. Said that Canelo Alvarez is beaten by Dimitri, who battered the pound for pound king. Battered the pound for pound king to retain his title by decision. So they're fighting for this guy's title, the other guy's title, but the Mexican insisted he will activate the rematch. Apparently, there's a rematch in this. There's a rematch clause in there. There's always a match clause in boxing. Yeah, Alvarez. I'm just gonna say Alvarez has been. He's one hell of a boxer. He's fought so many. Out. I mean, I can't. That was the first time I saw him fight. I watched that fight live, and the way he knocked out Khan, he was devastating. Man, the power he has in that division. And it was something to see. And this the Pivol fight and Dimitri Pivol fight was in Las Vegas. The Mexicans stepped up light heavyweight. So okay, he's moving up in weight. Basically, Alvarez. That's what doing. He's moved on from I think a week before, then moved on to welter. So he's moving up in weight and he just collecting the gone up to fight an heavyweight. So which is difficult, because you're moving up in weight, you are bigger, stronger, So I understand, but just the Kaonis for the guy to be able to, yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna try and go and what do you call it? I'm gonna try and for fight for this title, facing a guy in the weight already, the guy that's not heavyweight, and you're stepping weight. It takes a lot of balls to do that, and yeah, it makes a big difference when you step up to go and fight somebody that's a lot heavier than you. I think it takes a lot of different. But he said he's gonna have. They said all three judges scored it to the Russian, but it should have been wider. That's what they're saying. Canelo instantly has intention to activate the agreed rematch clause. So it's going to be a big money one. There's going to be a rematch. Dimitri Pivol produced amounts of a lifetime as he inflicted a brutally one-sided pound for pound best Alvarez on an historic night in Las Vegas. So yeah, sums it up. This is in the Daily Mail, Sunday Mail. That's a good fight. The rematch should be good. I'm looking forward to that. If you're moving up in weight, I think Canelo has a lot of balls to do that. Not many people do that. Canelo moving up in weight, he's gonna end up being knocked out by some in that weight that he's moving up to. I remember him knocking out Amir Khan when Amir Khan. I think Amir Khan moved up to super bantam or something. So yeah, that's understandable. He's gonna be back. He's, Mexicans, they can mix it, they can fight, man. They can, and then live for boxing in that country, and they produce a lot of champions in the past. Canelo of the superstars. Okay, so let's go on to what do you call it? Let's go on to another headlines. This page looking at the Sunday newspapers of looking more to a football side of things and other sports where that is interesting. This is Sunday, the 8th of May. The sun is shining, 15 degrees outside, 65. The weather is really nice. It is what do you call it? It is lovely. It is lovely outside. So yeah. Let's go into let's go into the other We've done Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, and let's do because that's the Daily Mail. Let's do the Sun newspaper. Let's have a look at the Sun newspaper. And headlines are in the Sun. The newspaper and the Sun newspaper is more to do with the Arsenal host leads on Sunday, buoyed by good form and Arteta's new deal. Arteta's deal, that's according to the Mail, to the Sun newspaper. Arteta year contract, and Arsenal are in good form as well. See what happens. It should be a tough game for them. For Arsenal, like I said, I think they have to win. It's going to be a lot of pressure, but on paper they should win. We'll see what happens in that fixture. So Arteta's new deal, I don't understand that. For me, at least wait till the end of the season before you give him a deal, unless that's been planned. Yeah, apparently, Arteta said they gave him the new deal when they were losing when they lost 3 games in a bound. For me, I believe in giving people a chance. See I don't think he got the experience for that kind of a club as a first big job. I don't think many managers survive, not that I know of anyway, in the Premier League, where your first big job is a Premier League side. I don't think many managers survive in the Premier League, but somebody can comment and prove me wrong. I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong as well. But we'll see. We'll see how Arsenal pan out. But they got to beat Leeds now today first, and then we can move on from that. In the Sunday, in the Sun as well. This is the Sunday back page. This is 6 Yard Box. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment when we're watching this later, and please, we need to get to 100 subscribers by the end of summer. Please subscribe. I really appreciate that. So, the Sun, Ronaldo tells you everything. So wrong. Tells you everything. Man United fans spot shell shocked Cristiano Ronaldo laughing in disbelief during drubbing. Yeah, they say Ronaldo laughing at his teammate tells you everything. They say Ronaldo was laughing at his teammates. I don't think he was laughing at his teammates, to be honest. I think he was just surprised. And that's going back to the Brighton game yesterday. And I think Brighton, I think people are sleeping on that manager, man. And I keep saying it. Man. What this guy is doing, the kind of football he's doing, because the football team is based on the way you play. That's how you judge a team, the way you play and the way they play their football. And if you look at Brighton, coupled with the budget they are on as well, for him to be doing that, I think they play one of the best football in the Premier League. That's definitely for sure. And then I think even if you go into Europe as well, I don't think you see many sides on that kind of a budget that play that kind of a football. This guy is incredible, Graham Potter for Brighton. And the way they played yesterday, from the first minute, I could tell. From the first minute I was watching it, first minute, the way they moved the ball around is just beautiful to watch, man. There's always people, there's always players available, there's always options. They pass the ball forward. When they lose it, they press. I was watching them when they pass the ball, they move. When they lose the ball, they press you, they get the ball back. So much energy. The way it could have been more than four yesterday. Simple, it could have been more than four to Brighton. And for me as a Tottenham fan, this guy will be on the top of my list anytime Conte decides to go. If Conte wants to go, and if you can get Poch back, fine. But I'll go for Graham Potter any day. And people are looking at him, they go, oh, he's only good. I hate when people say that he's only good for Brighton. No. Brighton smashed Manchester United yesterday. If it's only good for Brighton, then they're smashing Manchester United. Imagine Brighton beating Manchester United 4-0. Just let that sink in for a minute. And they've done that to so many clubs this season. They came to Tottenham 1-1-0, go to Arsenal, beat Arsenal, I think it was 2-1 as well. They went toe to toe with Manchester United, Manchester City, I think it was earlier in the season. They drew with Liverpool as well. They beat US United City last season as well. So this guy's been doing it. It's not something that it's not like a one off. He's a top manager, and whoever gets him, I don't know why one of the top clubs are not going for him. I don't know why United didn't go for him. They went for Ten Hag, which is understandable, but he's a top manager. And the Sun saying United, what do you call it? That Ronaldo was laughing at his teammates. I don't think it was laughing. I think he was just laughing out of shock, to be honest. Then also in the Sun, it goes Brighton wrote Ronaldo and co trashed 4-0. We've talked about that. We are not fit to wear the shared Fernandez blast Manchester United's flops after Brighton trashing. I think yesterday it was not even a case of, they are not trying. They just faced a well coached side that are very good at what they do. On another day, Manchester will have probably just maybe lost by a nail, 1-0, or another team, or maybe even get a draw, or even maybe Manchester might just coast and just win that game. But they came up against the top side that plays top football, and they just got ripped up. So, you know, Fernandez is saying they are not fit to wear the shirt. So let's check what's in the Sun as well. Ronaldo holding regular private talks with Ferguson to discuss Manchester United future. Yeah, oh yeah, they're gonna put that in the papers, and then in the Sun as well. This is the Sunday back page. Make sure you smash the like, so subscribe to the channel, and yeah, all this good stuff. Then also in the Sun, Diaz strike not enough as Red dropped points to Man City. Big time to win. Yeah, about that game yesterday, Liverpool Spurs. As a Tottenham fan, I was very, very happy. I had a feeling. I did the tactical board analysis of how Tottenham could set up and get a win. And if you go and watch that, it was basically it was like I saw into the future. I'm like Mystic Meg or something. I saw into the future. But if you watch football a lot, if you see how these teams play, if you study football a lot, you see that teams that play with low block are very difficult to break down, and every team struggles with that. Especially against Liverpool, you gotta be switched on. You gotta know what you're doing. The crowd are crazy. They are loud. You can't communicate. They're shouting for everything, every whistle, every foul. They want it, and Tottenham set up properly, the right way. The distances between the Tottenham players, they can hold each other's hands. You can see the distances has to be right. Nobody's leaving the press. And for me, when the first half, I had a feeling in the first half after it ended goalless. The second half, I was thinking, yeah, I think we're gonna get a goal. And Tottenham break really well. We're one of the best counter-attacking sides in this league, the Premier League, and that showed in the goal. We had a couple of counter-attacks that if we had get the passing right, it could have been two or three. Trust me. And it was so easy. It was so easy to break through that Liverpool midfield because Fabinho was right in the center circle and he had Kane and he was trying to go like, basically man mark Kane. But Kane, every time that ball comes, 'cause when Liverpool attack, you know, everybody move up the pitch apart from the two center backs. Everybody's in front of play. They're involved with the play, the attacking play, and that's so difficult. When you lose the ball, you're most vulnerable when you lose the ball in transition, and that's why Liverpool will finish you as well. If you lose the ball in transition, that's when they're deadly. If you lose the ball in transition to Liverpool, they will destroy you, and that's what Tottenham did really well. And the first goal was beautiful. The way Tottenham created that goal from Emerson. Emerson had a super performance. I had a feeling he was going to deliver yesterday, and I'm really, I really wish the guy will basically just sit down, Tottenham fans. That's the bell for the end of the show, but we're gonna do an extra 10-20 minutes just to cover the papers and just to because we started a little bit late. So yeah, like I was saying, I think Emerson came through really well. The guy is new, first season. He's 23 years old. I think fans go with the fans, especially football fans, be too quickly to judge the players based on the football only. I know he's right to judge them on their football, but sometimes you got to put in other factors as well. Because these people, these guys, the young guys coming to a different country to come and play football, especially if you don't speak the language. Emerson, for me, showed yesterday what he's capable of doing. You just have to be consistent. It was good yesterday, and that pass, whether it was a pass or it was a shank, I don't even know for the first goal. Ken was right there doing his beats, and he pulled it across, gave it to Sesson. We had a good game as well, and the finishing was a tapping for Son, and it could have been two or three as well on the break. And that's what Tottenham can do. On another day, we will have scored two or three yesterday. And Liverpool struggled. They couldn't break us down. And they kept giving the ball wide. What they do, they switch, move you one side. Tottenham defense go the other side, and then they ping that ball to the other side. The fullbacks were coming on the far post. The passing range was not right as well yesterday, and that happens when as the game go on in a game when they don't score, when a team don't score, you start panicking. It's just a natural human thing. You start panicking, and then you start all the simple things that you do normally. You don't do it, and the Thiago's passing was off yesterday. Mane, Diaz, Jota, Salah, they were shackled basically yesterday, and it takes a lot. It's easy. So many teams, I've seen so many teams try and do that against Liverpool, and after 10 minutes, they go down, and then it's the floodgates open, they end up losing 4-0. So it's not easy to do. People think it's easy to do. It's not easy to do. And Tottenham did a good job on them yesterday. As for the title, I think Liverpool are playing catch up now. Man City, I don't think they will let go now. I think they've just got they've got that what do you call it? They got that killer instinct in them. They will just go on and beat every team. I think they got 2 more games left. I think City will do it. Liverpool have been a great team. I think they have a big chance of winning the Champions League against Madrid. Although Madrid is a different animal as well, but I think Liverpool might just come a little bit short in the Premier League. Then we go on Sunday headlines. This is the Sunday back page. We're looking at the Sun newspaper. Chelsea's blew it. That's the headline. They said blew it. Chelsea's new 4.25 billion buyer as Ed Hans. It was there yesterday. The new owner of Chelsea, as Chelsea conceded 97-minute equalizer. I saw that yesterday. Chelsea, I think they are on holiday. I don't know what's going on there. Could they be dragged into the top four fight race? We'll see. Anything is possible at these stages of this league. Teams who playing under a lot of pressure. I keep saying it. The last 10 games of the season, that's when pressure starts. You know, earlier in the season, you play and you say, "Oh, we got another game next week. Got another game." But the last 10 games of the season, that's when the pressure starts, and that's when teams start, feeling the pressure, man. As they say, it's quickie bomb time. And also in the Sunday headlines, it says in the Sun, sports pages, chop you, United Ace Chung lover feared for her life when Max Gang bust into his home. Yeah, that's the United player Chung and his girlfriend. They said some armed robbers bust into their homes. I think we've seen this happening to different footballers, all the footballers. I think it's a sad state, and I think the footballers should be more careful and make sure they have the right security, in place. I remember Loris getting a guard dog or something like that, like a cold robot kind of dog or something. So I think they should. People that do that, they're sad. I know that's the way the world is. When you have the people look at you and they think you're rich, so they think you're easy, soft targets. And I think the clubs and the players should spend enough money. Don't worry about spending a lot of money on the cars and stuff or the holidays and stuff. Spend a lot of money on your security to make sure you protect you and your family. And can people that go out and rob people they're despicable, to be honest. Got no time for them. So going on in the Sun as well. That's it, really. The Sun newspaper. That's most of the headlines in the Sun. Fury tells United flops to follow him into retirement, and I just okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Tyson Fury, Manchester United fans, saying shocking this. We are having a shocking season. Bring on 2023 with Tyson Fury complaining about that game. With Manchester, with Brighton yesterday. Sleeping Beauty. That's the headlines. Also in the Sun, Manchester United is Ronaldo and Georgina Rodriguez reveal name of their baby girl. At least good news for Manchester on that front with United's baby, with Manchester United's Ronaldo is baby girl. So yeah. Yeah, so that's in the Sun newspaper. Let's take one more newspaper before we wrap it up. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's take the Sunday Independent newspaper to wrap it up. This is the Sunday back page. If you need, follow, like, share. This is where we look at all the latest headlines from the Sunday back pages, and page in this and the Independent, they go with the Arsenal leads. That's what they're going first. Then they go. There's also another headline who qualified each European competition from the English Premier League way. The Premier League qualification European competitions, and we also have World Cup fixtures, match dates, and kickoffs. That one is looking at the World Cup. I'm looking forward to that one. We're gonna have watch alongs as what time the games will be in. And I'm disappointed Nigeria is not there. Going in instead of Nigeria. The ones are teams representing Africa, Ghana, yeah, Senegal, and um, Ghana, Senegal. I think Tunisia. I think Morocco, Senegal, Morocco, Tunisia. teams, but we be following teams in that competition. Sometimes Oliveira submits got Gatti to take first step back into lightweight. I think that's in the what do you call it? The MMA. I watch some of it, but I don't really follow it that much. Another red lines in four. Brighton humiliate Brighton humiliate dismal Manchester United. Dismay Manchester United with dominant 4-goal trashing. Yeah, we talked about that already. Alvarez celebrates historic Nadal. That's in the tennis. Let's see. And then racing 80-1 outsider Rich Strike wins Kentucky Derby. That's a lot of money for people that back that horse. It's impossible for Spurs to change monster Liverpool, says Conte. Conte reflecting back on the game. I think it's not for now. I think Tottenham, it's gonna take maybe 2-3 years before Tottenham can start thinking about challenging for the title with the manager. The way Tottenham do things as a Tottenham fan, I think it's gonna take maybe even longer than 2 to 3 years because we won't go for the players that the manager wants. We'll probably go for the third choices or go and buy players with potentials. So, but there is a potential in the squad, in the team. We can see Tottenham have competed really well in terms of points wise with the two teams, the best two teams in the league. They've they beat City, getting 6 points from City and from Liverpool. They got a point yesterday, and they got a point as well when we played Liverpool. Earlier on in the season, I think it was in November. It was 2-2, so we got 8 points from the two teams at the top. So that's something to work from. Also in the Independent, Wolves second dramatic late draw at Chelsea. With Lukaku getting a goal from a pen and Cody getting the equalizer for Liverpool for Wolves. Sorry. And then Ragnick talking about saying humiliating defeat at Brighton not acceptable for Manchester United. I think that guy should. Ragnick is just. I bet he can't wait for the end of the season so he can just leave this job and go and do his part-time job with Austria. He's got a part-time job with Manchester United as well, so he's gonna do it both part-time. And so that's in the Independent. Other headlines: Watford relegated. Salah scoring the penalty gives Crystal Palace victory. Watford go down in the football, and those are the headlines in the those are the headlines in the Independent, and then they're talking about the game as well between City and Newcastle, which is going to play after the the match Arsenal Leeds game. So those are the headlines in the newspaper, and I always do in the news after on Sundays in this on this show, Sunday back page. We all the gossip lines, which is to do with transfers, and that normally comes up on the Sunday newspapers. And then so let's just look at some of the transfers. One I saw was about the deal for Alan going to be wrapped up this week, going to be confirmed this week. There's going to be more that's coming out from the Dortmund chairman. He's saying something about there should be some big news this week on Haaland leaving Dortmund. So people have been saying, there's been rumors about where he's going to go, and Dortmund chairman or president is more news on where this where the player will be going. Personally, as people are saying, is a done deal to City. We'll see what happens there. If it goes to City, game over for everybody. I think that's what I think that's what they need anyway. They need a but really see how many goals they score. I don't even think they need a striker, but I think everybody else we all need help. That's what we need. I don't think they need a striker. I think we all need I think we all need help. We need help from what do you call it? From City. Just a quick one in the live football has been played right now. WSL day. Chelsea going for the title, but yeah, they were 2 goals down when I was watching. I saw a little bit of it earlier. They were 2 goals down to United, Manchester United, 2 up now. Arsenal are leading 2-0. So they need to win to Chelsea in the WSL. And what a remarkable comeback there from with the players at Chelsea in the WSL. So let's quickly run through the gossip windows lines in the newspapers. According to the Sun, Arsenal are closing in on 40 million deal for Leicester Belgian midfielder Yuri Tillemans. And the Real Madrid are ready to move for the 25-year-old as well. If the Gunners fail, that's according to the Sun. Portugal forward Cristiano Ronaldo has discussed his Manchester United future with former boss Alex Ferguson in private messages. Yeah, that's his son, isn't it? Alex Ferguson, that's his adopted son, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brought him from Portugal to this history, the stories. So I'm not surprised he's talking to his dad, isn't it? So Tottenham are set to sign West Brom England keeper Sam Johnson. Yeah, after Lloris threw the ball to Salah yesterday. I couldn't believe it. When Lloris got the ball, I was thinking, oh yeah, he's gonna throw it. He's gonna throw it over Salah's head. And I looked at Salah. I was like, no, he's gonna throw it at Salah. He just threw the ball to Salah, like just gave him the ball. I was like, what? So definitely Tottenham need a new keeper. Lloris is still good, but Tottenham need a new keeper just in case. That's what happens when you get older, man. Your eyes, maybe Lloris saw Salah and he was like, yeah, let me throw the ball to Dyer. So that was thank God they didn't score yesterday. Tottenham fans would have killed him. And then other news, Manchester United decided not to go ahead with the move for Johnson. Manchester, they've got Henderson then. He's a good goalkeeper. He's on a huge wage as well. Tottenham have been other news, according to the Football Insider. Tottenham have been giving encouragement that Villarreal Spain centre back Pau Torres, 25 years old, could be available for 10 million below his release clause of 55 million. He's a good player, I think, anyway. Because on FIFA, you sign him on FIFA to play, sign him to play as in the back three for Tottenham. Yeah, he's good, but we're still shedding a lot of goals. So I don't know. I think FIFA and real life, hopefully they are not real. I hope they are not real anyway. Because if they're real, then I can't see us signing Pau Torres gonna make any difference to Tottenham shipping goals. So, but hopefully I'm wrong. That's according to the Football Insider. Manchester United and France midfielder Paul Pogba has held talks with Juventus over a summer move, according to the Football Transfer. And then departing Manchester United Serbia midfielder Matic Nemanja Matic 33. Wish he was 23. 33 could join Juventus this summer. He's been coming in to play for Manchester and he's been doing really well. But obviously, the legs are gone. And he needs to go and play in a team whereby he does less running about. This is the Sunday Back page. Please follow, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of summer. The sun is shining, weather is nice. It is 17 degrees outside. I'm just gonna wrap up now and then we're gonna go have a leave. little drink, you know. Then Brentford Frank Thomas Frank is keen to have long-term future of Danish striker Christian Eriksen decided before the end of the season. That's according to the Mail on Sunday. Yeah, Eriksen is playing really well. Danish striker, but it's not Danish. It's not a striker anyway. But I don't know who wrote this, but whatever. Good luck. Uh, Eriksen is 30. He's been playing really well for them. There's a return to Tottenham on the cards. I don't know. I'm not sure that's gonna happen. Eriksen coming back to Tottenham, but we never know. That's according to the Mail on Sunday. Then West Ham are the new leaders in the race to sign Blackburn and Chile striker Ben Barrington Diaz, 23. That's according to the Sun on Sunday. Interim manager Ralph Ragnick expects Manchester United squad to be boosted with the arrival of 6 or 8 players, 8 new players in the summer. Yeah, that's about right. 6 or 8 players. Well, I don't think maybe if they're gonna get 6 or 8, that's gonna be difficult. That's changing a big. That's a big change, big turnaround of players. It takes time before that works as well. I've seen teams do it in the past, and it never works in the first season. So we'll see how that pans out. If they need players, especially the midfielders. In the summer and alongside the arrival of boss Eric Ten Hag, yeah. So he's coming in with all these players that he has to sign. And in other news, in the Sunday back page, Leicester will battle Chelsea for the signature of Torino, 40 million rated Brazilian centre back Gleison Bremer. Everybody's after that guy, to be honest. He's on the list of every single club in the Premier League. He plays for Torino. I've seen him play. He's a beast. Only I saw him play only once or twice. Anyway, Ajax and Argentine defender Nicolas Tagliafico, 29, is still set to leave the Dutch club in the summer, despite his contract running for another year. That's according to Fabrizio Romano, the goat. He's the goat on Twitter, giving you all the latest news. He's always bang on the money with his news. Leeds United and England midfielder Kevin Phillips says that he's fully concentrated on finishing the Premier League season with his boyhood club amid transfer links to the likes of Aston Villa and Manchester United this summer. That's according to the Manchester Evening News. Yeah, he's one of the players that I think will get a move if they go down. That's Leeds. French winger Alan Saint Maximin 25 says he does not see himself leaving Newcastle this summer. That's according to the goal. And then finally, in the Sunday newspapers, the gossip section, all about transfers. French Paris Saint Germain, Argentine midfielder Lozando Paredes says he dreams of playing for Real Madrid. He dreams of playing for Real Madrid. Okay, that's according to TYC Sports on Twitter. And yeah, let's take one more before we go. Liverpool will look to give English defender Joe Gomez a new contract this summer, despite ongoing speculations about the 24-year-old's future. I think he's someone that should leave Liverpool. He definitely needs to leave Liverpool. He needs to go and play football. He's still young, 24 years old. He needs to be playing regularly. If he's not going to be playing at Liverpool, he needs to go and get a move. And Liverpool looking to give him a new contract. That's according to the Liverpool Echo. So thank you very much for watching. This is that's the end of the show. This is the Sunday back page. Every Sunday, hope to be doing every Sunday, coming to you from 12 o'clock midday. It's all about football. It's all about 6 yard box. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, all that, those good stuff. Thank you for watching. And the big news today is Conte'S. It's from Gary Neville saying Conte's approach not right for Manchester United. That's one of the big news coming out from the back of that game between Liverpool and Tottenham yesterday. Thank you for watching the games today. Leeds going to Arsenal. Hopefully, as a Tottenham fan, hopefully Leeds will get something. But I'm not banking on it, to be honest. But I'm gonna be watching that game. We got no watch alongs for today. Gonna be having a day off of rest today, Sunday. But we'll be back next week with all the normal stuff. Really look out for all our videos that will be dropping, all our content dropping. We have all about 90 minutes reacting to the Liverpool game against Tottenham, and then gonna be reviewing the Premier League on the football show, Premier League review. Look out for that one as well. Thank you very much. Looking forward to the week. Got the London Derby on Thursday. Going to be reviewing that one as well. Look out for that one. And it promises to be a good week, hopefully, for everyone. Have a nice rest of the weekend. And if you're in London, the weather is out. Please go out and enjoy yourself. We hardly see the sun, so let's make the best of it. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow, like, share, comment. This is the Sunday back page. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Stay safe and God bless.